All right, you guys, it is time for another episode of Truth with Trautmann. Thank you so much for coming back to another week. I am so excited to be here today. I'm in my kitchen, actually, which is kind of where I make the magic happen in my direct sales or network marketing business. But today's message is actually about the difference in myself or other top achievers, high performers, successful corporate men and women that I see, successful entrepreneurs that I see, even just men and women that are digging into their faith or a fitness goal or something that they're really passionate and excited about, seeing it through to the end. And so I have actually a prop today that I want to show you. And I'm out here in the kitchen because I've got the dogs with me. So maybe they'll make an appearance at some point. If you're on the podcast, obviously listening on a podcast streaming service, you're not going to see them. But if you're watching this on YouTube, you may see them. So they're circling behind me like sharks do. Again, I'm Kayla Trautmann. If you don't know me, I am a mom, a wife. I love Jesus. I am a business owner. I've owned my business now for 10 years. I started the first 5.5 with one company and then moved to my current company about 4.5 years ago. And I'm actually going to have a whole episode on me coming up. But I wanted to first really give you some meat and potatoes, some tangible things that you could implement, whether that's inspiration and motivation and encouragement, or in these first couple episodes, something you can directly put into your business that you own. And then we'll circle back to a little bit more about me, build some rapport. I'm looking forward to getting to know you. So again, as you listen to these episodes, if you would like, comment, if you would share with a friend, if you would tag me in your stories on social, I would love that. That is the best way to spread the word if you are enjoying my message, my truths, and what I'm sharing. And also, as I start to launch on more streaming services, I just appreciate kind of that building that foundation. Leaving a review is the best way to get a podcast or a YouTube channel seen by more people. So any of those things that you can do, I so appreciate that. It costs me nothing, though I value your time so much. The dogs are currently fighting over a bone, so I apologize for those barks. I warned you in the very first introduction to Truth with Trautmann that I love my dogs. They are definitely part of our family. So we're just going to let them do their thing and we're going to dig right in. So today, I want to share with you that differentiating factor between myself and, again, those that I see making big changes in their life, doing big things with their life, creating success, whatever their definition of success is, versus those that say that they want it, speak a goal out loud, make a vision board, talk about the Disney cruise, talk about leaving a job they hate, and then never do it. The difference is so simple sometimes. Like when I look at my life, I see it, I can feel it. I hope you feel my energy and fire through this podcast. But I think so many don't realize that the biggest difference is I don't just say it. Saying it is cheap. Talk is cheap. Anybody can say that they have a goal or they have a bigger vision for their life, but you've got to mean it. That's the first thing. So grab a piece of paper and a pen and write at the top, I don't just say it. I need to mean it. And what I mean by that is saying, I want to earn 6 figures. I want to rank advance to the top rank of my company. I want to lose weight. I want to save $100,000 in a bank account. I want to create an emergency fund of $1,000, to be quite honest, could be a perfect thing you might be saying. I want to pay off my home. I want to go on the trip we never took. I want to see Europe. I want to see France. I want to get a dog. All of those things usually take financial means. Losing weight can still, of course, it's more of a maybe a time commitment and an emotional investment than it is a financial investment, but the concept is the same. So many people are quick to say it. Maybe even you got a poster board at the start of the year and you cut out the pictures and you cut out the inspirational words and you told yourself 2024 was going to be the year. This is the year that you're going to make big things happen. And I'm here to tell you that the difference is when I say it, I mean it, and then I do it. And I do it on the days that I don't want to get up, that I have a raspy sore throat like I do right now. I do it on the days when my dog chews her dog bed in her kennel and I got to clean that up. I do it on the days when there's extra homework and my kid's fighting me on bedtime and my husband and I maybe have a dispute in the morning over something small and it kind of weighs on me mentally. I still do it. I do the things because when I say I want something in my life, I've taught myself the skill of really asking myself, why do I want this? Why am I saying it? Why am I feeling it? Is it deep in my belly? Is it on my heart? Has the Lord put it there? And then what's the why? Like, what's the real why? And then what am I going to need to do to get there? How do I decide that, yeah, it means enough to me that I'm going to sit down and map out the plan of action? I'm going to take action. Let's walk through a quick example of that. I have a lot of people in my business that want to rank to our core rank, which in our company is a leadership level. That takes a component of sales. It takes which means you got to be meeting new people, offering our product, which by the way is life-changing. I can't wait to share more about that with you. You can always reach out to me one-on-one if you're curious about what I do. I'd love to chat with you and become your personal mentor. But a lot of people will say they want to get to this rank, and it takes the sales component, which means getting in front of enough people to introduce our product and bless people's lives if it's the right product for them. And if not, no is great, move on to the next, right? So there's a component of that. There's also a component of helping people get their own businesses started, becoming a partner with our company or an ambassador with our company and starting their own business and helping them see success, plugging them into our tools and resources, our training and our systems. And yes, all of that is done for you when you join my team in my company. And I've worked really hard to build that the last 10 years, right? But years ago, that wasn't there, and I've built it over time. So I was this person years ago. I can put myself in the shoes of a person saying, I want to get to leadership. I want to get to that core rank where I get, more pay, I get more perks, I get the new products each season from the company. It's like Christmas 4 or 5 times a year from our company when a new season launches. It's pretty incredible. And I remember being there and saying those goals out loud. And then I specifically remember looking at my calendar and saying, okay, when am I setting up to teach freezer meal workshops or do a party or, set up at a company for a lunch and learn? What am I doing online? What's my strategy? How am I showing people the difference that these products are making for me? Do I have before and after scheduled or customer testimonies? Am I talking to enough people per day? And over time, because I did those actions, I found the right people in creating relationships and forming conversations to join my team. And in the end, I got to that rank very quickly. And I've never looked back. I've never had a month in my entire career that I've missed it. And that alone is a second example of saying something, meaning it, and then taking the action and doing. And it doesn't have to be hard. I don't feel like these things I'm talking about have been hard. Number one, I really want them. My definition of success for myself in my life is accomplishing them. But the second piece of that is it means something to me. Whether it's been the money at different points, that was early on, then for me, it became more of a pride thing in a way, a humble, I really want to lead a team. It's fun to have other women and men, but primarily women, lock arms with me, trust me, pray together, laugh together, cry together, do life. I want to be surrounded by bigger, better mindset, right? Like I want to be around people who have a winner's mentality, an abundance mentality. They're not whining every day, waking up, posting on social about their hard. They're looking at their hard and saying, gosh, this is a hard season. I need my friends to pray for me. And what can I do to get through this, to thrive through this? So it's been a joy for me to be at this leader rank and above for the last 10 years. And then whenever there's been a struggle, I've always said, this still matters to me. This is important to me. So what can I do to overcome this brick wall, this obstacle in my way? So when I think about the people right now in my team saying they want this, I see many of them doing the things they need to do. So eager, actually, that we're having to talk about patience and how it's going to come if you stick with it. And this might be a message for you. This message right now is for the doers out there, the people doing the things. It's middle of January when I'm recording this. You're going to hear this in about 3 or 4 weeks. So February, middle of February, maybe we're getting close to the end of Q1 in 2024 by the time you find this episode. And you may be thinking like, Kayla, I'm doing the things I am doing. This is for you. Stick with it. Consistency always wins. And it doesn't mean big numbers at first sometimes. It means working harder and getting paid less than what you're worth at first, but in anything. And that's in the weight loss department. You might be pounding the pavement. You might be tracking your macros. You might be doing Weight Watchers, following keto, whatever you're doing the Epic Life program with the company that I'm with. And you might be thinking like, gosh, it's not just falling off me. I'm getting older. It's getting harder. Stick with it because you're still going to have more energy, better skin, sleep better, happier, more joy, more peace, less anxiety. So much comes from taking care of yourself, but the scale will follow too. Or in a few weeks, you can look, really be honest with yourself and analyze because you're doing. You can take it to the next step, which is creating the vision, speaking it out loud, again, meaning it when you say it and telling those around you, taking the action and then analyzing. those of you that are not doing yet, you can't ever move to the next step because you're just talking. You're just full of the language, speaking it out. Maybe you're saying things because you see your upline doing certain things and you think, I want to go to Europe. She's going to Europe. But do you really want to go to Europe? Because if you don't, then you're never going to get up and do the things when you don't want to, or stay motivated when it gets hard, or find a way to break through the roadblocks in the brick wall because you don't really want it. You don't mean it. So the high achievers want it, say it. Yes, they speak it out loud. They really mean it. And then they take the action, and they take the action long enough and consistent enough that then they get the results that they're getting, and they can analyze and they can say, you know what, I thought I needed to do this, but I actually need to do more of this and less of this. And I think that's going to get me to where I want to go. Let's try that for 2 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 months, whatever is applicable, right, in the business. So I've got a bunch of gals working away, and I'm telling them, let's be patient, but stay consistent. And of course, I'm giving them additional things they can try. We're pivoting slightly. We're changing things up. I just helped a teammate today with a cool idea, and she's pumped about it. And I can tell like this one could be a really cool breakthrough moment for her. So I'm excited about that. Then there's a group though that are saying they want it, and I can tell they really actually don't. They probably like being in the chats and things, and the run group that I'm running, because it's community and it's fun, and they get access to me and my mentorship and my 10 years experience. And I love like to bring high energy and tons of fun and do prizes and give away gifts and share the sneak peeks of what's coming and really bless people, right? But what I'm realizing is I'll never be able to have a greater impact on your life or their life if they don't decide what they really want, mean it, and do it. I cannot do it for you. No one can do it for you. As Mel Robbins says so well, no one's coming. No one's going to come and make the Disney cruise happen for you, or, throw the money in your lap for something, or shed the weight off of you. You can accomplish anything you want. And I believe this year, 2024, we were all made for more after surviving the last few years and going through all kinds of levels of highs and lows and hard. Here we are. We're still standing. You're here. If you've been an entrepreneur for more than the last 6 months, you made it. And I'm so proud of you. And I'm so excited that you're here on my podcast. But be the difference. Be the high achiever. Be that level up by deciding that you're not just going to say it this year. You're going to mean it. What do you actually want? Pray on it. Pause on it. Think about it. Ask yourself deep down in you, if it wasn't for a spouse or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or what your kids need, what your boss wants. If you don't let any other outside influence in, what do you really want? What gets you fired up and excited and lit up like me? Because I love this industry. Can you tell? I love this industry. I love our channel. I have for 10 years. Had a little bit of a blurb last year where I also got in my head a little bit, and we'll talk about that in coming episodes too. But I want you to mean it, to figure out what you really want and mean it, and then map out the plan. And darn it, this is it. Do it. Do it when you don't want to. Start the podcast when you're scared too. Go to the gym and sign up for the classes because it holds you accountable, and you know you need to, even if it means a little extra money out of your family's budget. You deserve that. You need to take care of yourself so you're there for the long haul. If you're telling yourself this story about how broke you are, and so you're stuck in this funk and you can't seem to make progress in your business because you don't have the money to invest, you don't need to invest. Most network marketing or direct sales businesses or party plan like mine, you need like nothing to get started. Reach out to your leader or send me a PM. I'd love to chat about your specific situation. But these opportunities, these side hustles, these gigs are here to help you get out of that. I have never grown more as a human than I have being in my company, in this channel, and having to push myself, having amazing mentors ahead of me, people running side by side, and a team that I get to bring along with me. That's another topic too that I could do a whole podcast on, is always have somebody that's running ahead of you that you're watching and you're learning from, that's inspiring you and wanting to link arms with you. Always have someone that's next to you and you're cheering each other on and you're in the trenches together and you're doing the darn thing. And then always have those that you're willing to help. Even if there's no financial gain, there's no reason necessarily that I have to have this podcast. I want to bless others and share the knowledge and the expertise that I've gleaned over the last 10 years. And that's why I'm here. So today's episode, you can't just say it. You got to mean it. Can you feel it in me? I want you to drop a fire emoji if you are listening to this today. Again, go out and share it. Give me a review. Can you feel that? Because I genuinely love what we do. And because of that, I will set goals and I'll go after them. Now, it doesn't mean that I don't change my mind sometimes. Sometimes I set a goal at the start of the year and midway through, I realize that it's not the right goal for me. That's okay too. But I don't give up. I don't just say, oh, my company's offering an incentive this month, I'm going to get it. And then January 24th, decide, oh, it's not happening for me. I say, what do I need to do to 10X the next couple days? Do I need to reach out to more people? Do I need to send a campaign? So I keep bumping my mic because I'm using my hands to talk. If you're watching me on YouTube, you see that. But if you're on the podcast, I just wanted to share. I'll get better at that. I might have to get an actual mic that sits in front of me because that's going to be a problem, I think. But do I need to reach out to more people? Do I need to ask some of my best customers and fans of my company for referrals? What do I need to do? Who do I need to circle back to? Who do I need to reach out to? Who can I bless? Who can I pray over and find the right words to make that reach out to someone? If I know this could change their life, if I'm proud of what I do, why would I give up on a goal on January 24th when I've still got the rest of the month? That's the difference in the high achiever. They say it, they mean it, they do it, and they do it till midnight on the deadline or the month end or the end of the incentive trip period or December 31st. If it's a weight loss goal, they pick themselves up and they start again as many times as it takes. All right. I hope this message blesses you guys. Thanks again for listening. Please share it. Please leave me a review and stay tuned for many more episodes. I hope to bring you lots of truth this year, truth that inspires you, helps you take action, and really gives you tangible things that you can implement in your life and in your business. God's blessings, everyone.